Hey guys, today we are going to be analyzing one of the most important scenes from season 6 so far, and that being the council scene that we see at the end of episode 7 that Natalie is involved in, and possibly Lila/Chrysalis too. Throughout season 5, it became clear that Natalie was beginning to detach from Gabriel's ways and had her own plan in mind. While it may have just started out as her becoming increasingly more protective over Adrian and his future, by episode 7 of last season, Natalie too wanted the miraculous for herself, but for what reason? Sure, she wanted to prevent Gabriel from making the wish and keep her promise to Emily, but after this council meeting, it seems like Natalie is still the chess piece in somebody else's game, but also secretly the one in control. In this scene, we can see 12 chairs, all of which have symbols on them and represent different people, 3 of which we've already identified. The diamond in the middle represented Gabriel and was his seat in the council, which is why when everybody appears to vote, the diamond chair is the only one to not vote. Next to the chair referred to as the machine during the meeting, which we can very well assume to be Tomoe Tsurugi, Kagami's mother. In the middle between both Gabriel and Tomoe's chair, we have Natalie's father, which is revealed by the very end of the episode when Natalie replies to the voice by saying, "Yes, father." Come to think of it, we've never seen or heard about Natalie's parents. It actually hasn't been until this season that we started to see a lot of the characters' parents for the first time ever in the show's 6 seasons. Okay, so far it seems like a pretty tight circle. The 3 people involved that we know of all have mutual connections, but what about the others? Who else is partaking in this council, and what will they all do in unison when and if they get their hands on the miraculous? I'm especially curious as to why Natalie doesn't have her own seat, but I guess for now she's like the pawn in their plan, making moves for them while internally controlling the game, similar to what Lila's been able to do up until now. Since we've yet to get the episode in the English dub, these are just fan translations, but the entirety of the scene plays out like this. Ladybug lied to the entire world. She claimed that Gabriel Agreste defeated Monarch, when we here all know that Gabriel Agreste was Monarch, says the chair to the left of Gabriel's. Natalie's father then says, "Natalie, you were the shadow of the diamond. What is your explanation?" This is when Natalie says, "I don't have one. I was unconscious. The only thing I know is that his wish brought me back to life. But perhaps the machine knows more than I do." Back to the chair on Gabriel's left, which I assume could be the ringleader of the group, asks the machine, aka Tomoe, "What is your explanation?" Tomoe replies with, "I don't have one, and it is not important. The only thing that should matter to us is the success of the Perfect World project. I demand to carry on the diamond's mission, and to have his shadow follow me," meaning that now Natalie will be working under and for Tomoe. This is when the chair to Tomoe's right responds with, "What is your plan?" The voice being a man's. I'm really looking forward to this episode releasing in the English dub, as we may be able to better recognize the voices and connect those with characters we've already met, since I did think that the holder of this chair could either be Harry or Chrysalis. However, I do find that to be unlikely since the voice sounds very serious, though it still is a possibility. Tomoe says, "We will come up with one," and when the chair to Gabriel's left says, "Do you know what to expect should you happen to fail?" Tomoe says, "I never fail." This is when the council votes on whether or not they are confident in the machine, aka Tomoe, and everyone votes yes except for Tomoe, of course, and Gabriel's chair since he is no longer there. Though I wonder if somebody could fill that gap, potentially Chrysalis herself. Remember back in the episode Emotion when Kagami told Lila,
"Our family see us as diamonds."
And I wasn't invited?
Of course not. You're not a precious stone. You're just a stone.
Maybe this is Lila's chance to redeem herself as the precious stone she perceives herself to be. Just after everyone agrees for the machine and leaves the council, all that's left is Natalie's father, who says to Natalie, "Once you found Ladybug and Cat Noir's miraculous, you know who you must give them to, don't you?" To which Natalie says, "Yes, father." This makes me think that Natalie will be double-crossing more than just the entire council, but potentially even her father. To me, that line means that Natalie's father wants the miraculous most of all, and that he's counting on his daughter Natalie to get them for him. However, after the season 5 finale, and specifically the London special, we all know that Natalie is well aware of who Ladybug is, though she's yet to make her move in getting possession of Ladybug's miraculous, and for now is maintaining maintaining her trust while also appearing to manipulate her ever so slightly with the whole letter incident for Adrian. You know what else is confusing about this scene though? It's the way that Natalie appears in front of the council. She's still maintaining the same look and identity that we knew her as during the last 5 seasons. She's got her hair in a slick back bun, shirt perfectly buttoned up, and what appears to be a butterfly miraculous on her collar? That couldn't be possibly real though, right? Since Chrysalis has the miraculous. But didn't she say in episode 2 of this season, "You'll know nothing. Nothing about me. Nothing about us. Nothing about them"? Could Chrysalis have been working with the council all along? Does she already have a seat, and if so, is her chair the third to the left with the calligraphy pen since she's been journaling like a maniac this season? This would easily explain why it is we hear multiple voices during the akumatization process this season, and why those voices change in some cases, with having Chrysalis's voice being more prominent and at other times not being recognizable at all in likely entirely new people's voices. It seems very likely that the chair furthest to the left with the sun-like icon could very well be Adrian's grandfather on his mother's side, Emil, as it's been pointed out that the pin he wears on his tie resembles the symbol. As for the remaining seats, I do think that somewhere within them, either Andre, Audrey, or possibly even Audrey's other husband, who is Zoe's father, could be holding a seat as well. We were also introduced to a new character earlier this season named Ray in episode 4, and I think he could potentially be related to Zoe. I bring him up though because looking closer at his outfit and the symbol on his blazer, perhaps somebody in his family, like his father, is too involved in this council and upholding the chair with the sword symbol. I will be incredibly surprised if we've already met the characters holding the remaining seats, but what do you guys think about this all? This has made season 6 all the more exciting, and I cannot wait to see what's in store for us this season. As for season 6 episode air dates, unfortunately it seems like the English dub episodes won't be releasing this month that were originally intended to either, but if we get any further updates, I'll be sure to let you guys know here. And if you enjoyed this video, then I'm sure you'll also enjoy my reaction to the episode over on my reaction channel, which will be linked in the description. And if you've made it this far, then you should join my Discord server, which as well is linked in the description. We've got some fun events in the works, along with some new emotes being added. So with that being said, be sure to let me know your thoughts and theories down below and subscribe so you never miss the tea on the shows you love. And an extra special thanks to my Celestial Guardian channel members for your support, and I'll see you guys in the next one.